My most important thought before leaving my house for school in the morning is to unplug my MacBook from where it had been charging all night. I put my MacBook and my power cord in my school-approved bag to take it to school. I grab a few minutes of free time to log onto my MacBook while in the halls at school before class. First and foremost, I check the school homepage for announcements and events, my iCal for the day, and my inbox for messages pertaining to schoolwork. I listen to a few minutes of my iTunes library to get pumped about all the learning I'm going to do today. I even have a quick second to check my photo booth to see if it's a good hair day or not. Now I'm off to my first period class. Like in most of my classes, my English teacher has our week's schedule posted online in Angel, our school's LMS. I start by adding revision comments to my persuasive essay and submitting them to my teacher's Dropbox. Then I visit my class blog and leave my comments on the novel we're currently reading. I'm planning my final project over the book to be a movie, possibly a satire, and I will most definitely publish to YouTube in addition to sharing with my class, so the world can see my creative literary analysis. While we obviously don't use our MacBooks every day in band and choir, they certainly come in handy. When trying out for All-State Band, I was able to record my audition directly into GarageBand and even edit out a few mistakes. Recording our performances and burning them on CDs not only improves our musical ear, but also shares our work with people who can't hear us perform live. Our entire math textbook is on my MacBook in digital form. Basically, that saves my back from having to carry home that heavy textbook every night to do homework. In class, the graphing calculator and programs like Geometer, Sketchpad, and Grapher help me see the math process more clearly, which leads to better understanding when I have to work out problems the old-fashioned way, on paper. Did you know that there are more USB microscopes and probes that plug directly into my MacBook? When doing an experiment in my science courses, I am no longer limited to data that only I can collect. Instead, I can collaborate with people all over the world and collect their data as well in an online spreadsheet or Google form and make my research so much more meaningful. Creating flashcards to review science terminology is a frequent necessity for my personal studying. I leave my MacBook in its case when I eat lunch, but then I use it in the student lounge in my free minutes before the bell rings. Checking my mail, updating my iCal, or even checking OHS Twitter feed are good uses of my free minutes with my MacBook over lunch hour. My MacBook helps me with my Espanol. I create iPhoto slideshows to practice my Spanish vocabulary and record my speaking into GarageBand to submit it to my teacher. Mrs. Brown creates a lot of podcasts that I can download and listen to in Spanish for when I need extra practice in foreign language. My next project in Spanish class is an animated keynote where I teach Spanish grammar to my classmates. It is so much easier to take notes with my MacBook with me at all times. I typically choose to use Word or Pages as my default word processor, but I often use Keynote to take notes in class and add images to help my memory retention of the concepts. Sometimes I just use Sickies to leave myself a quick note. Web 2.0 tools are abundant and assist my learning immensely, including videos of famous speeches, podcasts of historical stories, timelines, and images from the Library of Congress, just to name a few. The amount of digital content that I create in computer apps class is more than doubled since I now can take my computer home with me. Whether enrolled in web design, digital media, or any other related course, I don't have to stop using Photoshop or Dreamweaver when the bell rings. I can produce my own movies with an iMovie even when I'm outside school. In the past, my on-computer creation time was drastically limited. The changes are evident in our award-winning projects and the real-world websites, graphics, and movies we have created for the school and the whole community. I am lucky at OHS to be able to take independent study courses and even to get a head start on college credit. Speech is the course I am enrolled in this semester. Today a speech was due. I have already researched online and put together my visual aids in the presentation software Keynote. Today I just open up Photo Booth, record my speech as a video directly into my MacBook, then export it and burn it to a DVD so it can be sent to my teacher in a different town. Almost any independent study course can enhance my own time with a free podcast resources from iTunes U. For free, I can on my own study what college students are learning in universities such as Duke and Stanford. I am always careful to lock my MacBook in my locker during practice. It has been a great way to use it to get a few minutes of work time while I'm waiting for my siblings to get done with their practice. With full wireless access in every corner of O'Neill High School, I am always connected, whether in the gym or the multi-purpose room. My parents love to see what I have been learning in school, and my MacBook is the perfect tool to show them. I can log on to Angel and see upcoming projects in my classes, see my schoolmaster grades online, and show them things I've created that have been posted on the school website. Don't get me wrong, I spend a decent chunk of my time on Facebook and Flickr, but only after I know all my homework is caught up, of course. While studying, I think of a question about an upcoming quiz. Luckily, my teacher has virtual office hours and is on iChat for me to quickly ask my question and receive an instant answer. An upcoming group project in the past would force us to find time to meet together at someone's house. Now with 24/7 learning, we can all contribute to the project asynchronously via Google Docs and do a 4-way video chat to check in with our group's progress. My work and play is finished on my MacBook, and I have even let my younger sibling play a quick few math facts game under my supervision. I always remember to plug in my MacBook while I sleep so that in the morning I have a fully charged, ready-to-go laptop for another full day of 24/7 learning.